Have you ever felt like you cannot fully trust yourself anymore? Like maybe you overthink every decision, question your intuition, panic after making choices, struggle to trust people, or constantly prepare for things to go wrong? I think trauma affects self trust way more than people realize because when someone goes through betrayal, abandonment, criticism, heartbreak, or repeated disappointment, they often stop trusting their emotions, their judgment, their safety, or even themselves. So, in this episode of Manifesting While Healing, we're going to talk about how trauma affects self trust, why people become hypervigilant, decisions, anxiety, and overthinking, why some people constantly seek reassurance, the psychology behind emotional survival patterns, and practical ways to slowly rebuild trust within yourself. So, what losing self trust looks like. Sometimes losing self trust is obvious, but sometimes it's very subtle. It can look like second guessing yourself constantly, needing reassurance all the time, overanalyzing conversations, difficulty making decisions, fear of making mistakes, distrusting your own emotions, feeling emotionally unsafe easily, panic after sending a text, constantly asking, did I do the wrong thing? And psychology explains this really well. When someone experiences emotional pain repeatedly, the brain starts trying to prevent future pain. So now the nervous system becomes hyper aware. It starts scanning for danger, rejection, changes in behavior, tone shifts, conflicts, or signs something is wrong. Many people think overthinking means they're crazy. I don't like using that term, but like bad at manifestation. But often, overthinking is the brain trying to create certainty. And neuroscience also shows that uncertainty activates stress responses in the brain. So when someone feels emotionally unsafe internally, they often try to gain control through analyzing, predicting, reassuring, seeking, or preparing for worst case scenarios. This is why people stop trusting their own feelings. And people become so used to gaslighting, criticism, invalidation, or emotionally unpredictability that they stop trusting their own emotional experiences. And now they ask everyone else what to think instead. So I'll use some examples here. Someone sends a text and immediately spirals, wondering, was that too much? Did I say the wrong thing? Did I ruin everything? Let's say someone gets a new opportunity, but then talks themselves out of it because they fear failure or embarrassment. Say someone feels aligned one day, then suddenly doubts themselves completely after one emotional trigger. And this is why people become addicted to reassurance. When someone does not feel safe trusting themselves, they often start relying on tarot or constant advice or other people's opinions or psychics and readings or an external validation to feel okay. Not because they're weak, but because internally they feel unsafe with uncertainty. And I see this in my Reddit community all the time. So it actually rebuilds self trust. Number one, keep small promises to yourself. This is huge psychologically. Self trust rebuilds through evidence, not motivation. So, for example, if you tell yourself, I'm going for a walk, I'm taking a break, I'm putting my phone down tonight, then you actually do it. The brain slowly starts rebuilding trust in you if you do. Number two, stop treating every mistake like a disaster. People who lost self trust often fear mistakes intensely. But mistakes are part of being human, not proof you cannot trust yourself. So instead of I ruined everything, try I'm learning. That shift matters more than people realize. Number three, notice when you seek external validation. And these are from my Reddit people. Awareness is powerful. Notice when you immediately run to Google, TikTok, Reddit, psychics, friends, or readings instead of sitting with yourself first. Try sitting with yourself first. Number four, learn to tolerate uncertainty. This is one of the hardest things for anxious nervous systems. But healing often means realizing uncertainty is uncomfortable, not automatically dangerous. So when you feel uncertainty, pause before reacting immediately. Even 5 minutes of not spiraling starts teaching the brain a new pattern. Number five, start trusting yourself in small moments. People think self trust appears magically, but it grows through repetition. Small decisions, small boundaries, small acts of self support, small moments of emotional regulation. Self trust changes manifestation too. And honestly, manifestation feels very different when someone starts trusting themselves. Now they stop panicking as quickly, seeking constant reassurance, obsessing over every moment, or feeling emotionally destroyed by every trigger because they trust themselves to handle uncertainty better. Healing does not mean you never feel fear again. It means you stop abandoning yourself every time fear appears. So, if you've been struggling with overthinking, hypervigilance, decision anxiety, or constantly doubting yourself, I really hope this episode helps you understand why that happens. Because many people are not weak, their brain and nervous system simply adapted to emotional survival. And rebuilding self trust happens slowly through consistency, awareness, and learning that you can feel uncertainty without completely collapsing emotionally. So, if this episode resonated with you, comment below. What is one area of life where you're trying to rebuild self trust right now? And I do offer one on one coaching for manifestation while healing, self concept, nervous system regulation, identity work. I do have a background in psychology and I've deep dived into neuroscience. So feel free to reach out. My email is celestialmelodies888 at gmail.com or join the Reddit community at r/manifestation support. We're having conversations like this all the time. So, in the next episode, we're going to talk about grief, loss, and manifesting while emotionally hurting. And I'll see you guys on the next one.